G'day guys, thanks for clicking on the video. So this is the Lifedoo Firepit, flat packable. I've already done a video on it, so don't expect me to do another one on this one. But the company that sent me this recently reached out to me again and said would I be interested in looking at their newest model. And I said, yeah, righto. So this is the original one they sent me, and this is the newer one they sent me. Right, so straight up you can see different look to it than the original. There's actually 10 parts to this. The original one had 4 parts, so it's quite a number more parts to it. However, it's more functional, I think, than the original. The issue that I have with it is weight, and I mean it doesn't weigh that much, but if you're doing the style of camping that I like to do, where I'm camping out of a backpack, there's no way I'd take this. It's too much weight for it. Vehicle's great, but backpack, yeah, nah. However, don't let that put you off potentially buying one of these. Now, I'm not getting paid by the company to tell you this. I do get to keep the fire pit, but that's it. This you could slide down in your backpack, up against your water bladder or the frame of your backpack, and simply put some rocks down the ground, make a fire, sit this on top of the rocks, and you can cook straight on this, or you can put some pots and pans on it and use that for your cooking. Doesn't weigh a great deal, and it's perfect for backpacking. And then if you do have friends coming over and you want to have something going on in your backyard and a bit of a party, or you're going out camping out of your vehicle, take the whole lot, and yeah, happy days. Tray underneath it, catch the any coals and stuff that fall through. It's still going to heat up, so if you put this on grass, if you've got a nice manicured lawn and you take great pride in it, don't go putting this on your lawn, because you will kill the grass. Just the amount of heat that radiates out from this, it's gonna, yeah, kill anything underneath it. So if you were doing it in your backyard, sit it on some bricks. If you're doing it on grass, maybe put some bricks down or rocks down and get it elevated so you don't have as much heat penetrating into the ground. And then, yeah, happy days. But yeah, right, I'm gonna get a fire going, and I'm just gonna use this to start with, because yeah, I want to see how this goes, because this is something I'm going to look at using very soon. I've got a trip coming up, and I'm going to be out of a backpack, so I'm not going to take all this, but I will. If this works alright, I'll be taking this with me. I'll get this fire going. Now you've got a couple of different options when setting this up. If you look at the end, you've got 4 lots of slots on each side. If you can see that, 4 lots of slots, and that allows you to have the fire pit more open, meaning there's more space inside for putting more wood or heat beads or whatever else, or you can have it a sharper angle, which reduces that space, so you don't have to load it up with as much materials. Now, seeing as I haven't done this a lot, it's a bit of a trial and error of putting it together, but I've found the best way to put it together is just like that. Do one end, sit it on that end, and then everything just slots into place after that, hopefully. And then once that's all in place, you simply stand it back up. Alright, and then you can see there's a gap in the bottom, and there's 2 rows of holes, and you simply put this in whatever holes work out, and then drop it down, and then you can slide it back out into the other side, and that's it. Ideally you do this on flat ground, but I'm working on a big hill here. But anyway, then you've got the 3 rods. Now you don't have to use this, you can just have it like that and throw your wood in there, your heat beads, whatever you want to do, and light it up, and you've got yourself a nice fire pit. This grill will just sit on top there. Alright, but if you're going to be putting heavy pots and things on it, you don't want it bowing in the middle. Right, that just sits on top. You could put it just at that end, leave this grill off, and if I can tip this up without dropping everything. Alright, so if you can see that, you got the 3 there. So in that setup, you could still be loading coals and timber in there. You have your fire going in there, have a pot on here, so you still get access to it. But that's it, that's the assembly. If you weren't filming it and you're just putting it together, I don't know, maybe a minute, minute and a half maximum to get it together. Right, now this is the 3rd time I put this thing together. I've never cooked in it. I've put it together for photos, a couple of photos and things, but I've cooked with the grill, but I haven't cooked with the actual fire pit. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. However, I've already got issues with this thing. Now, as I said, this is the 2nd one that this company has sent me. The previous one, the finish on it looked the same, but it's been bomb-proof. Like when I used it and I did the video on it, I left it up here in the bush for 2 weeks in rain and dew and everything else, and that was just because when I finished using it and filming with it, it was still too hot to pack up and take away, so I just left it there. Then I loaned it to a mate and he took it to the very top of Australia and used it up there. Not a problem. This thing, almost brand new, and I don't know if this is just a one-off with this one that was sent me, but I've already got the powder coating coming off. And yeah, I haven't used this thing at all. I've assembled it. This is the 3rd time I've put it together, and other than that, it's been kept in the box that was sent in. But I'll give you a look at this corner. I mean, it's not going to rust. I believe it's stainless steel, so it's not going to, it's not going to rust. But aesthetically, it's, you shouldn't be seeing wear and tear after not even using it really, just assembling it a couple of times. So that's a negative for me. Like I said, I'd give a honest review of this product. Now, is that going to affect how it performs? Not at all. It's still a great bit of kit if you're after something like this. If you're looking for a fire pit you can have in your backyard, or if you're doing larger camps, you're going out in your vehicle and weight's not an issue. This thing flat packs down to like an inch. Yeah, so it's not gonna cause it to be any different than what it is, but it's just, I don't know, aesthetically it's not appealing. Alright guys, well that's it, the Lifedoo Flatpack Firepit. If you're interested in it, I'll put a link to the company in the video description. I'll also put all the figures for it, weights and measurements and stuff. I'll put that in the video description as well. I'm not going to bore you with that on the video. If you're interested, you can check down there and see more about it. But until next time guys, thanks for watching and stay safe. See you around. Thanks guys. Time for a coffee. I should have got the fire pit going so I could get a coffee going. Okay. Alright, get into it.